MAGA, why the f y'all ain't show up for Dookie Booty Parade? We spent $45 million on this goddamn parade, and none of y'all can show up for your daddy Trump. We thought y'all loved him. We thought y'all was gonna pack up, get all your hats, and be out there. He is expecting 200,000 people, ain't get but maybe 10,000 people. Y'all disappointed your daddy.
What up, my beautiful black people? Welcome to Black People Politics Network by Mr. Red. So let me get this straight. Trump wanted a parade. Not just any parade, but a straight up dictator cosplay fantasy. Military trucks, flags, maybe some goose stepping if they could have pulled it off. And it flopped. And there were also the protests that were going on at the same time. It's Trump's big, beautiful parade. We have a lot to discuss. Let's strap in. Let's get after it.
This is it. This is the big military parade that Donald Trump was bragging about. The one that cost between $25 and $45 million. The one that he said that if he saw any protests in the vicinity, that he was going to stomp them out with force. Brother, nobody came. I mean, just look at this turnout, man. Pathetic. There are football teams that haven't won a Super Bowl in over 30 years with a bigger turnout than this.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Now look, I support the protests. I get why people, especially our white allies, came out to say, we see the authoritarian writing on the wall. That's good, that's needed, and that's your fight to have. But for us, black people have learned the hard way. Sometimes the best way to protest is to survive.
Okay, were any of my fellow veterans out there caught off guard by just how shitty Trump's military parade looked? I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I was genuinely shocked. Now, don't get me wrong, the United States Army has plenty of problems, but finding the pageantry and stagecraft necessary to pull off a tight public performance, not generally one of them. They pretty much nail that one every time. The presentation of the equipment was lackluster and uninspiring. The uniforms didn't look all that sharp. The marching was a horror story. Like, they're just walking, nobody's in step. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. To end on a good note, whenever I saw one of the Army marching bands, they looked pretty tight. They seemed squared away. And to end on an even better note, I love that the thing was sparsely attended. It couldn't happen to a better guy.
Let's be real. This wasn't about honoring the troops. This was about honoring Trump, a man who dodged the draft, cut programs for veterans, put military troops in the streets against American citizens. I want you to hear that again. He put troops in the street against American citizens. It's literally pushing the country toward an unprovoked war. And then now he wants a military parade for his birthday. As black people, we saw when Trump is in awe of these authoritarians, how he fawns over the Kim Jong-uns and he fawns over the Vladimir Putins. And he loves the way Netanyahu is taking control. He wants that type of admiration, not for anything that he's done, just for simply existing. You tell me, does that sound like patriotism or narcissistic cosplay?
Donald J. Trump is having the ultimate meltdown over his failed military parade. Come to find out that Russia, and I knew this was going to happen, Russia came out and made a video taunting and ridiculing Trump's military parade.
Even other nations were looking at us like, y'all good over there? Because authoritarian parades, that's some North Korea, Russia, 1930s Germany type energy. And let's not skip this.
Did y'all see that video going around of that military tank squeaking, the wheels squeaking as it's going down the street at that failed parade for Donald Trump's birthday?
All these damn squeaky ass tank. Y'all should have used some of that 48 million to pay for some WD-40 for them squeaky ass wheels on that tank.
I can't tell you how iconic that is. Like, bro really thought he was the mustache man. You thought you was gonna have a whole military celebrating you like you God himself. That parade was ass.
Man, when your tank sounds like a busted shopping cart at Walmart, you know you about to get clowned. That's not a power move. That's straight comedy. The look that Trump had on his face, like it was the most pitiful thing ever. And people around him looked bored. I didn't know if he was crying or if he was asleep.
Dookie Booty, why is you lying? Why is y'all trying to say y'all had 200,000 people at your parade? You know damn well y'all ain't had no 200,000 people at your parade. Did y'all know that we can see you?
Here's the truth about what that big fat draft dodger doesn't want you to know about his big fat military parade on Saturday. No one wants to go, and they are paying people to show up. And it lists that T Mellon Events is looking for seat fillers and extras to provide their time for space maximization and attendance perception for an event taking place in Washington, D.C. on June 14th. It says extras are required to wear red, white, and blue clothing and will be provided a red hat to wear. Gee, I wonder what red hat it could possibly be. It goes on to say extras and seat fillers will be paid a flat daily fee and will be provided lunch of fast food and soda. Again, Donald Trump nods, right? We encourage people of color and ethnic groups, which is wording that only an old white man would use, to sign up for maximum perception control. And these individuals will be prominently displayed on the televised broadcast and local viewing screens to be seen by the VIP platform.
Oh, hell no, man. And shout out to the sister who called it. They didn't even show up to support their own king.
I'm emotional right now because I feel for the first time ever a sense of hope to know that every white person out there is not racist, that not everybody supports Trump, because I'm here in Tennessee and that's how it feels sometimes. But today when I looked at those protests, I saw the streets lined with all kinds of people, but the large majority of white people that said this is enough. We are standing up and it's our time to do for others. Black people have been fighting for years and nothing comes of it. Nothing. They're exhausted.
Now don't get it twisted. Yes, it's good that some white folks came out and protested. That's growth. That's progress. Where was all that energy when it was time to vote?
Listen, I don't want to be that person, but I will be that person. I'm seeing a lot of people online that's all saying the same thing. Like, we're all thinking the same thing. Okay, why didn't y'all show up at the polls? Like, we're glad all these millions of people are showing up at the protest and no one went to his little parade. Why didn't y'all show up at the polls? Why didn't y'all have this energy at the polls?
You had a chance to stop this mess from ever happening. In the beginning on November 5th, y'all let this clown back in the ring, and now we have to deal with his circus. Let me be clear. This parade was disgusting. Offended me as someone who believes in real service, not performative patriotism. For me and my brethren who actually served, we were held to a very high standard. No one in the Congress, Senate, or the presidency is being held to these standards. Trump used the military like stage props. He paraded veterans around like trophies. And the worst part, it was all to feed his ego, not to honor service, not to celebrate the country, but to glorify himself.
This is the crowd during Donald Trump's military parade on his birthday. These are the crowd turnouts for No King's anti-Trump protests. One of these don't belong. Take a guess at which ones. Give up? There's one thing you can notice about when they show Donald Trump's crowd. It's only from one angle, which means the organizers intentionally funneled the entire bulk of the crowd right here in front of along the monument for photo opportunities and video. Because if you look at other photos and videos, the crowd is dismal.
We don't need a dictator birthday bash. We need the truth. We need justice. We need the people, especially black people, to keep calling this mess out. We need the allies to continue to march and show your disdain. to continue to use your dollars against these corporations, because as long as they have the money, they will continue to support them. When you hurt them in their pockets, they're going to hurt Trump in his quest to rule us all. Stay vigilant, stay engaged, stay revolutionary.